Hey guys, hey, and welcome to Farm Friday. We are just over here at the stock pond checking out how things are going because we have some new additions. So I'm gonna feed the fish, have them come to the surface just a little bit for a little snack. We don't normally feed them, I think I told you, because we don't really want the birds to know that they're here. So it's kind of like a secret that the fish live in here. And if we call attention to them, then birds might find out that they're here and come and try to get them. So, but they'll come to the surface a little bit. You can see them over here starting to come up. I'll get out of the shade, stop making some shadow there. And you can see them coming up for a snack. Ooh, there's a lot of them, big group of them coming up today. So I'll show you a couple of new things that we added to the stock pond. Miss Katrina was great and came over and put in the new filter. So now we have this filtered water going, and it's pumping up through and pushing it back out to aerate the water a little bit. So that should start clearing up this water so that we're able to see a little bit more, maybe halfway down. Now it has rained a lot, so I'm gonna put my glove on, my awesome pond glove, and get in here and move around. We had so much rain this week that a couple of the pots became a little bit crooked, so I'm gonna move this one around over here, and I got to figure out what we're going to grow in this. But you can see this pot is completely submerged in the water, so I think it's on a brick pad down there. One of the things I want you to really look at that I noticed this week is what's going on in this giant pot. And if you really get up here and look at all of these tadpoles, there has to be 1,000 tadpoles in this pot, and they're just all swimming around in there. I did invite a frog friend to join us in the pond on accident. He jumped into the bucket and I let him go into the pond, and I said, hey, maybe you'd like to live here, and he did. So I can't imagine he's responsible for all of these tadpoles, but they magically appeared after our frog friend joined us in the stock pond. So you can see them moving around. There's just tons and tons of them in here, and that means we're gonna have a ton of frogs at some point. So they're just baby tadpoles right now, but they're definitely enjoying the safe pot that they're living in. So I always check to make sure the plants are secured. These are some new plants that we got, and you can see the roots on those. This is just hopefully going to grow really well and then cover up a lot of the top here. So I ordered quite a few of those, and I'm hoping that those will take over. You can see some new growth starting here, and that those will really start covering. We've got a couple new red lily pads over there. Honestly, that was a surprise to me. I don't know where those came from. And then I fished this bamboo out of the bottom and put it in here, and it looks like it doesn't love it. It's kind of dry for it there, so I don't think it really loves being out. And then this guy's doing pretty good. And this one over here looks like it tipped a little bit from the rain, so, or from the filter cable. So we'll get down in here and fix this one up. Yeah, that one's pretty crooked over here. So let's see if we can, it's hard to know what's going on underneath. So I might come back over. I think I'll get my other glove on and come back over and try to straighten that one out in a minute. Let's go over and take a look at what's going on in the cactus garden. So Miss Sarah brought over some aloe plants and donated a bunch of aloe plants to us. So we have repotted them in all these different pots, and up here too. And if you don't know a lot about aloe, it's really great. And you can cut a little piece of aloe, and if you look right inside of it, or a burn, or you get a really bad sunburn, you can put aloe vera on it, and it's just kind of like a little gel, and then you can rub it in and it'll make you feel a lot better. It is a little bit sticky, but aloe vera has been used for a long time by people to heal burns and places that you have on your skin that you want to fix up. So anyway, so we've got all these great aloe vera plants. I hope they make it. A lot of times when you transplant a plant from one place to another, it doesn't like it. So hopefully they stick around and hang out with us. We've got some cool, just a bunch of different cactus going in here. My next plan for the upcoming weekends is I'm gonna be repainting all of these pots to make them look kind of colorful over here and get a nice vibe going over here for our little cactus garden. So that's kind of a fun area. I'm gonna go over and grab my other pond gloves so I can get back in the pond and try to straighten that pot up. And then we're gonna go over and see the minis, okay? All right, so let's go grab the other glove out of the greenhouse. Gotta make sure I got the right direction for my thumb. And it's kind of hot in there and gross, but let's go get the other one. So I'm excited about this stock pond project because I think it's going to be really great. And I think once we can get some more shade, the cactus garden is designed to shade part of the stock pond. We're going to put an awning or another big shade up on the side there to block out the sun because it gets pretty hot over here. And I'm hoping that our fish will really like living in here, and this will become a great bioactive environment for them. You can see a bunch of the fish over here coming up to the surface for some more snacks. I think they're following me. I think they think I have the food, and if they come near me, food will magically appear. Hey, little fish. All right, guys, I'm gonna get in here with my gloves, so I don't wanna scare you. So this pot here, every time it rains, it keeps kind of falling over, and this plant's growing crooked anyways. So I may just have to live with it, the crooked plant. But sometimes I have to stick my hand down in here and see what's going on with other bricks or pots that are holding up and pushing things up. So it seems like I've got some bricks, and then another pot you can kind of see here that is a base to hold. What else is going on in here? There's some bricks down in here too. And that looks like that's what's holding up this pot. So let's see if we can get this pot situated in here again. I don't know, maybe I will turn it this way. And we'll just stick it, it's kind of being held inside of the other pot. So I guess we won't get it up straight. That's probably the best we can get it. I could come over another time and reorganize all the bricks down here. See, the reason I wear these gloves is because they're like boots for my hands, and they let me go all the way down to the bottom. Ah! Oh
What?
God, what was that? Sorry. I mean, what's gonna come out of here? A shark? I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a big rock, a slimy rock or something. So, anyways, I have to put my gloves on, resituate things over here, keep everybody happy in the stock pond, and right now it's looking good, and I'm happy with it, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take my gloves off and put them back, and then we're gonna head over to the minis, and we're going to braid their hair today. So, all right, let's go do that. So the goats are out grazing today, and whenever the goats are out grazing, it's really difficult to get inside of the gate without them trying to escape. I mean, really difficult to get in without them trying to escape. So I have to spray them with the hose. This is one of Miss Katrina's little tricks, and it works really great most of the time. So let's see if I can get them to back up with the hose. Works like a charm, and then I'm in. So otherwise, they will try to knock me over to get inside the gate. And sometimes they do knock me over to get inside the gate. All right, let's see. I guess we'll do Willow's hair today, even though Willow's been having some problems with her mane. And her tail. She's been rubbing it on the fence, so I can show you what that looks like too. But I'll go ahead and get Willow and get her on the harness. Hey girl. Okay. So we'll just put this one up here for now. Hey. Now I know you think that if I put this on you, it means we're going to graze and get some grass. And that's not what it means right now. Right now it just means I gotta hold you while I do your hair, okay? So let's just get this on. Oh, you gotta get your nose to it first, honey. There we go. All right, let's get this on. Pull that up over your ears. That's attractive. Pull this out. Get all your hairs out of there. No, don't use me for a rubbing pole. All right, and let's get Willow over to somewhere where we can brush her hair. Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Don't be stubborn. Come on, let's go. All right, goats, we don't need you right now. You can go eat palmetto bushes. How's that? We don't need you right now. Come on, Will. Come on, Will. Will says, no way, Jose. Come on, let's go. Good girl. Thank you. Good girl. Come on. Come on, Willow. She says you're going in the wrong direction. That's not where the grass is. Come on. All right, listen, we'll make a deal. If you stand right here and let me do your hair, then we'll have a deal. I just want you to stay still for me to do your hair. So when school was in session, I was telling the rangers, I promised the rangers, that one day we would braid the horse's hair. And so we never really got a chance to do that. So today I'm gonna go ahead and braid Willow's mane. Not her bangs up here, but her mane, which is this part here. And then we'll see about doing her tail or doing Tiffany's tail. So if she'll be a good sport and stand still for me, then we'll be able to do this, okay? All right, so you might wanna come around. Let me just brush her down real quick too. She's still really hairy from the winter. Tiffany's gotten rid of all of her winter hair, but Willow still has a lot. So I'll just brush her down real quick. And then I've got some rubber bands, so when I'm done braiding, we can put a rubber band around that. All right, so what I do, she's got a really thick mane, and with my horses, I used to pull their mane where I would take a little metal comb and I would wrap the metal comb around the underneath hair and literally rip it out. And it was just to make their hair thinner so that I could get, braid their hair better for shows and stuff and make them look really nice and pretty. So, hey Willow, you gotta stand still and you gotta show everybody how we braid your hair, okay? It won't take very long. So I start with a chunk up at the top, and I start with kind of what looks like a regular braid. Good girl, thank you. Hey, hold still please. I know you don't like the chickens. Hey, hold still and be a good sport, will you? Thank you. So I start with a regular braid. Let's see if I can get one on her. Woo, we should have picked Tiffany. So I've got my regular braid going here just up at the top. And then when I come around with the second one, I'm gonna take a little bit of this hair over here and work it into it. So it's gonna wind up being like a French braid. And I just take a little section of that hair, work it in, pull it tight, come back around, you're being a good girl. I'm gonna get another section of that hair. Don't worry if the chickens are laughing at you, it doesn't mean anything. And you can start seeing that braid. Are you laughing at Willow? Don't laugh at her. Her hair doesn't look that funny. And so I start getting a nice braid down like that. And it's just the same thing. You're just taking one section of hair from over here and adding it to just this right side. Left side stays the same. All right, so let's get another section. Willow, you're being a good sport. We're almost done. All right, stand still. Maybe you'll have a special treat at the end if you can be a really good girl. And Willow's got a couple different colors here in her body and also in her mane. So her hair changes colors from there, really like a whitish blonde, over to here, more of a brunette, like an orangey color. And we just keep going on down the line here. This hair really is a little bit too short. I'll try to get it over. I don't know how long it'll last in the braid, but we'll see. And since I'm kind of running out of hair length, I'll start taking bigger chunks as I get down the line, but you can start seeing how that looks there. So Willow doesn't get pampered very often, so she's not really used to having her hair done and all that. It is time to get their feet clipped though, so I will need to call the farrier. And I think I mentioned that last week when we were doing baths, that it's time for the farrier to come out, clip their feet, clean them out, make sure they're doing okay down there since they walk around all day. So you can see how our braid's coming out. It looks nice. Willow's doing a great job. And it goes pretty fast. pretty easy little job here. And when I used to ride the big horses and take them to horse shows, we had to do this all the time, and we would put all kinds of ribbons in their hair and have the ribbon colors match the colors on our helmets and match the colors on their saddle pads, and everybody looked beautiful all the time, and it was all good. All right, Willow, you are almost done, darling. Look, we're on the last one. You're doing great. All right, so I'm gonna pop one of these rubber bands off. I don't love to use rubber bands, but it was what I had available here at the school. Will, stand still, honey. Stand still, you're almost done. Good girl, good girl. Hey, stand still. Thank you. All right, look, I'm gonna take this off. You're done. You're done, you did it. You did it. Hey, 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 hey. Look, you did it. You're done. Look, let's take it off. There she is. All right, let's go see how beautiful it looks. Let's go see how beautiful it looks with your braid. Oh, look at that, girl. That looks so nice. Show everybody what you do to the back of your tail. When you back up to the fence and you rub your bum against the fence and all your tail hair has come off. Look at all of this tail hair has come off because Willow rubs her bum along the back of the fence. All right, let's see. Tiffany might be a good sport and hold still for us to braid her tail. I don't think Willow's gonna stand for it, but we can see if we can get Tiffany to do it. So let's go over and give it a try. Hey, Tip Tip, do you wanna get your hair braided? Tiffany might just stand still and let me do it. Let's see. She doesn't have an ideal tail to braid the hair. So Willow has much more tail hair and is a better candidate for braiding the tail. But we'll see what we can get. First, I have to comb all the knots out because if I have knots, it will just hold me up and make the braid get stuck more and more as we go along. So we'll see. Like I said, she doesn't have a lot of tail hair, so it's going to be hard to start up here because all of this is short, but we'll give it a go. So we would start with a normal braid, 3 sections, cross over on the left, cross over on the right, cross over on the left, and then bring a piece of hair, strand of hair. If you want to come over here, you can see a little better. Bring a strand of hair from under and pull it to the over. And then we're just going to keep doing that. Hair comes from the under and goes to the over. And like I said, we'll see if Tiffany's... Tiffany, are you looking at me going, what are you doing with my bum? What are you doing back there, she said. Tip Tip, you're such a good girl. So if you come down here, you can see the braid starting to take shape. And Tiffany's hair color is really pretty. She's got the dark, and then she's got like that copper color in there. And when those two colors come together, it's really nice. So when a horse has a really, really thick tail, you can do just part of a braid and leave it halfway, and then leave the rest of this full, and it looks really great. And I think we'll do that for Tiffany. I don't think we'll braid her whole tail. We'll just leave it like this, and we'll do kind of a partial. Tiffany, you're a really good sport, better than someone else whose name I won't mention, Willow. But you guys are gonna look so good today. You're gonna be ready to go to show today. All right, so let's get our rubber band. Again, not my favorite thing to tie up hair, but it's what we have. And we'll put that on in here. And Tiff, you're gonna look so good. Don't mind that the chickens are laughing at you still. Who cares what chickens think about fashion anyways? Silly chickens. All right, so there it is. That looks great, Tiff. That looks really good. Even though you don't have much tail hair. It's kind of a little mini tail braid. All right, nice work, honey. You did a good job. All right, I just wanted to check in here so you guys can see how big the baby chicks are getting. They're almost not babies anymore. So they're getting really, really big. They like to get out and have their playtime, where I put their baby gate out and let them run around. What is that noise? What in the world is happening? You bad girl. What is on the roof of the chicken house? Are you kidding me? Get off of the chicken house. Get off. Oh my gosh. Bad goats. Bad goats. So anyways, our little baby chicks are not little anymore. Look how big they're getting. And they're super, super affectionate. They like to be held. They like to be pet. And they're just growing up. But their favorite thing to do is definitely get outside and run. We moved their food upstairs into the upstairs of their house to encourage them to go up there to sleep at night and that, because it's been raining a lot out here. And so, what is happening? What is happening? Why are you up there? Why are you on the chicken house roof? Why are you up there? Ah, naughty goats. All right, so bye baby chicks. I'll let you out to play later this afternoon, okay? Right now I have a goat eating my pants, so I'll need to get out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay. No goats in. Horses can't fit in the chicken house either. Every now and then, and when I say every now and then, I mean like twice in the time they've been here, Violet and Steve have been allowed to come and play on the playground, and I don't love it, and I always cross my fingers and hope they don't poop out here, and if they do, I clean it up. But they get to play because right now, since there haven't been any kids at school, Violet and Steve have been kind of pent up in their little house, and so they haven't been able to get out and run around like they normally do every day. So their legs, the muscles in their legs are getting kind of weak. So we want them to get some exercise and get out, run around and play and have a good time. And so the playground is a good treat for them to be able to run around. Right, guys? Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, Steve. Come on, bud. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Steve. Come on. Here he comes. Come on, Steve. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come get him. Come on. You gonna come play? Huh? You guys are so slow today. I see you. I see you. I see you. Are you coming down? Are you gonna come down? Come get me. Hey, come get me. Come down. You wanna come down over here? Let's come down over here. Come down the steps. Look. Come here. Come here, bye-bye. Come on. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Atta girl. Come on, here we go. Here we go. Good girl. There you go. Come on. One more. You can do it. There you go. One more. And a big hop down. Can you come down? Look. Psst, 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 psst. Look what I have. Look what I have. It's a little treat. There she goes. You want it? Oh yeah, that's a good treat, isn't it? You like those, don't you? You like those. All right. Where's Steve? Oh. Hello, Steve. You're not going to take advantage of your playtime on the playground today? Huh? You're not going to take advantage of playtime on the playground? I'm going to go up here. Who's going to get me? Who's going to get me? Oh, there he is. All right, come on. Let's go. Oh, let's go over here. Come on. Who's going to come down the stairs? Who's going to come down the stairs? Come on. Look what I have. I got a treat. You want to come get this treat? Come on. Here she comes. Here they come. Come on. Here you go, Violet. Here you go, Violet. Come get it. Come get it, girl. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, look at your cute tongue. Look at that cute tongue. There she goes. There she is. Get it, Vi. Get it, Violet. She's singing a song. Hello. Yodeling. Yodeling, yodeling, yodeling. All right, photographer can't stand still because he's laughing. All right, come on down, girl. Come on down, girl. Come on. Woo! Woo! Did it get you? Did it get you, huh? Look. Treats for goats. Treats for goats. Treats for goats. Come on. I'm going back up. I'm going back up. Come on, Vi. Come on, Vi. Come on, Violet. Come on, Steve. All right, Violet used to love to go down this slide. I don't know if she'll do it today, but let's see. Woo! Goats on slides. All right, good girl. A ton of jokes today, so let's see what we've got. This one is from Bryson Deloach. And Bryson said, Why are frogs always happy? Oh, why are they always happy, Janice? Yeah, that's right. Because they always eat what bugs them. Good one, Bryson. I love that one. All right, let's see what else we have here. We've got a number of jokes that were sent in this week. Let's see. This one is from Andrew. Andrew said, do you want to hear a joke about pizza? And then guess what he says afterwards? Nah, too cheesy. That was good, Andrew. I like that one. The next one is from Melissa, and she said, what do you call a train that has a cold? Do you know what you call a train that has a cold, Janice? What do you call it? That's right, a choo-choo train. Good one, Alyssa. All right, the Troyans sent in a bunch of jokes from their house. Let's hear what they had to say. How did the clam pay for his new car? How did he pay for his new car, Janice? How did he pay for it? The clam paid for his new car because he shelled out a bunch of money. Good one, guys. All right, next one. What did the duck say to the cashier? What did the duck say to the cashier, Janice? Oh, put it on my bill. Good one, guys. All right, here's another one from the Troyans. How do you stop an elephant from charging? How do you stop an elephant from charging, Janice? How do you stop him? That's right. Yep, take away his credit card. Good one, guys. All right, I got a few more here. Let's see what else we've got. Looks like TJ sent us another joke. TJ said, how many books can you put in an empty backpack? Well, Janice knows that the answer is only one. Then it won't be an empty backpack anymore. Well, it was funny, wasn't it? All right, and Olin sent in a joke. Where does a horse go when it's sick? Do you know where a horse goes when it's sick, Janice? Where's it go? That's right, to the horsepital. Good jokes. They're funny, aren't they, Janice? Huh? Do you like those jokes? They're pretty funny. Well, thank you guys for joining us here on Farm Friday. It's been an adventurous day. The weather is gorgeous and the farm family is happy, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Get off of the goat house. Get off of the goat house. Why are you even up there? Why is she up there? Like, I don't understand this goat. Violet, why are you on top of the goat house? Get down. Show me how you got down. You're gonna break it. Down. Show me down. Come on. Show us how you get down. How do you get down? Really, how do you get down? Come on. Come on. Goats get love. Goats get love. No, that's a bad idea. That is a bad idea. Come on, goats get love. There it is. All right, you sillies. You sillies. Ugh. Excuse me. How are you even standing on there? How are you up there? It looks like you're gonna fall. Are you thinking that was a bad idea? Maybe that was a bad idea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, maybe that was a bad idea. Yep, sliding goat. Goat slide. Do you have a plan, Violet? There you go. There you go.